Welcome back, guys. Let's put this in the ether. I already made a video how selfish single mother can be when it comes to divorce. I just want to extend that, right? Before that, let me put that in the ether. Modern women today are very selfish, right? It's all about them. It's all about me, 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 me. It's all about what they can get out of a guy for themselves to enrich themselves, right? If it's not about that, then why do we have to have all these spousal support, alimonies, and all this support? If she's so free and independent, why can't she just do it herself, right? And some guys might have a different attitude to alimony, say it's not fair for a girl to sacrifice her time and her youth, her career to have a family. But you know what? Who are wait? She sacrificed time and she don't. I don't think a woman deserves any alimony, right? Regardless if she's a housewife, right? That she sacrificed her time. I don't think she deserves any alimony. But hear me out. The reason why I don't think she deserves any alimony is because, right? It's because who initiate the divorce? When you initiate the divorce, right? Right? You should already understand the consequences when you initiate divorce. This is why alimony will only incentivize women to divorce even more, even though they're single wife or housewife or anything like that. If you don't incentivize any woman for divorces, they will think twice of trying to get an alimony or try to initiate a divorce. Because remember what I said, divorces are initiated by women. The reason why it's initiated by women because we incentivize them to get divorces, regardless if they're housewife or not. So if you're a housewife and you know the consequences of divorcing, right? You should already expect the responsibility when you divorce a man. You expect to find a job, to find a support for yourself, to look for a means of supporting yourself. Because that's if you want divorce, you should already have that kind of mindset in your head. All right, before I want a divorce, I should already find a job, right? Or have a setup for a step by step how to get myself into a position, right? So I think alimony is just a tool to incentivize women to divorce even more. Without alimony, women will think twice before divorces. That's why I think when women is selfish, because they're selfishness because they're thinking for themselves, trying to get money out of the husband, right? And not for their own benefit. If they're not selfish, they will already make a plan for them to get a career after their divorce, right? So that's one reason why I think women are selfish, especially modern day women who's divorces, right? Now going back to women in relationship, right? It's all about them all the time. If that's not the definition of selfish, I don't know what is, right? I want time for myself. The husband has to make time for herself. The boyfriend has to make time for himself, make time for her, right? Have to do everything for her, deliver for her, right? Everything's all about her, right? This is not a factor in the reason why I think women are ingrainedly selfish within their nature. It's not their. That's why they don't care about men. Women naturally do not care about men. If they care about men, they would care about the type of struggle men have to go through, the difficulty of being a man, right? No, they want about strong and independent. What is strong and independent? Strong is independent is meaning that they're thinking about themselves, right? If you want to be selfish, you have to get rid of the mentality of being strong and independent, right? If you're strong and independent, you can do it yourself. Then you can be selfish. Right? But no, they won't be strong, independent, be selfish, and depend on you to take care of them. They want their cake and eat it too. That's what it is. Right? So not only that, the woman capability of not loving a man, right? When she's in a relationship, or if she's a single mother and she's in a relationship with another dude, who come first? Her child, and that's it. You come last, right? So I think women are ingrainedly to be selfish at heart. It's all about them. And vanity. When they try to fix up their makeup, what are they focusing on? Themselves. Right? What do they get surgery for? Themselves. What are they buying clothes for? To make them feel better about themselves. It's not usually for the guy. right? Why do they want attention? To make them feel good about themselves. That's the main reason why they want attention for themselves, right? It releases a dopamine rush for themselves, make them feel good, self-esteem, right? When usually women try to make themselves more beautiful, it's not for the man at all. It's for themselves to get attention, so they fulfill their void inside, for their own selfish reasons, right? Why do you think? Why do you think when a guy get married is both of you guys' money, is husband and wife money, but when she get a job, it's her money? How's that not selfish? Shouldn't the guy's money is your money, so your money is your money? That doesn't make sense. How is that fair? That's not fair. If you make your money, it should be both of you guys' money, right? It should be both of you guys' money. No, but most of the cases in situation when a guy's make his money is both couples' money, but when she's make her money is her money. She spent her money, but she wants to spend your money as well. Right? This should show you that guys are not that selfish. We're willing to spend money on girls, but girls are at least reluctant to spend money on guys. I'm not talking about all. It's unfair to say all. I say most girls, right? So don't shoot me on that, right? So most women out there, most modern women are very selfish in heart, right? They don't think that guys have feelings. So what do? They stop on guys' feelings, right? We have feelings too. Guys have heart, right? Guys are compassionate. Right? But when it gets to that point, right, they don't value guys' opinion, they don't value guys' perspective, they don't value guys, anything from guys. When they have guys' input, they don't value that, right? How is that not selfish? Right? They trash men, they belittle men, right? They cheat on men for their own selfish reasons, right? Most modern women are selfish by nature. It's all about them. They want everything and taking everything for themselves, right? She wear your shirt, your pants, your towel. She use your stuff. She stay in your apartment, right? This is why I don't believe cohabitations, all right? Before you even married, she use your stuff, right? When you get married, the house is hers, right? And you get the garage, right? And even though you can get the garage, she still try to use your garage as her stuff as well. Right? This is what I'm talking about. Everything is hers. Everything belongs to her. But when you have something for yourself, right, you can't have that. Right? This is what I've observed in other people's relationship. Right? That girls demonstrate their own selfishness without even knowing, subconsciously without even knowing. Right? And yet again, when you point them out, then suddenly you're the bad guy. Right? I don't know how many more examples I have to pull out of my bag of tricks. Right? I'm just doing this impromptu right now. Right? I'm pretty sure if I put pen to paper and write things out, I could come up with more situations, more examples that prove women's selfishness. Right? Alimony is one of them. Child support is one of them. Right? When they get child support, most of the child support money don't even go to the kids. Most of the child support goes to them on their own expense, buying expensive stuff to make them feel good. Right? And the kids get leftover. Because you know how I know that? Because I was raised by a single mother. Right? Single mothers are not wise when it comes to budgeting. They spend money on frivolous things. Things that don't make sense at all. Right? Things that does not benefit the kids. Right? And then they spend little as possible for the kids, and then they take the leftover and spend them on themselves. They spend all the cheap crap stuff on the kids, right? The budget item for the kids, so they can have more money for themselves. If that's selfish, then what is? Right? If that's not selfish, then what is? Most modern women are selfish. Right? They think about their own feelings, they think about their own stuff, their own cars, their own things, and they don't like to share anything of their stuff. Share anything of their stuff with their man, right? I'm not saying all, I'm saying most of them, right? And that leads to a lot of strife within relationship. This is why finance is a single most important issue that leads to a couple's divorce, is money issues, right? The woman rack up the credit card bill without even knowing how hard the man works for that money, for his paycheck, right? The man has to give up so much of his stuff, but when it comes for her to give up her stuff, she won't do it. Right? If they have debt, if the couples have debt, right? The man have to put his stuff on pause to pay off her crap, her student loan, right? And then she wanted you to marry her, right? When you spend all the money for the marriage, right? Spend all the money for the rings, and then if that doesn't work, she'll keep the ring for the house for herself. But I digress on that, man. I don't know how to go more on, but that's what I think, right? I think most modern women today are very selfish by nature, right? Let me know if you agree or disagree. Leave a comment below. If you like my video, I drop videos daily. Like, share, subscribe. And on that note, guys, as always, thanks for listening. Peace and blessings.